¿Cómo están? Soy Golden de Entrevista de Grieta y hoy estamos con Valyn, que viene de su victoria 2-0 en contra de Cloud9 en el último partido de la fase regular de PCT Americas Stage 2. So, Valyn, how are you doing? How are you feeling after this clean victory against Cloud9? I read a comment once on Twitter that someone said, "Nah, man, Cloud9 gonna lose this match. They only win when it doesn't matter."
Yeah, this was a big win for us because this is Cloud9's probably one of the best teams that we've faced when we've had Baby Bay in our lineup. So it was a big test to see how good we are with Baby Bay, and we looked pretty dominant today versus a good Cloud9. So I'm really happy with the result, and I think it's going to give us a lot of momentum going into playoffs as well.
Yeah, because your opponent in playoffs is 100 Thieves. So how do you feel about facing them now that they don't have a boost anymore? They changed, so they have another. They have Sander as an IGL, and they have the new player that is Kes. So how do you feel about facing 100 Thieves? Just first opponent in playoffs.
Yeah, I used to really like playing 100 Thieves because I like beating Boostio, but now that he's gone, I think I have to find like a new motivation of why I want to beat them. But I mean, I'm really excited to play against 100 Thieves. It was either 100 Thieves or Lev, and I like the guys on Lev, so I wanted them to. I didn't want to have to beat them in playoffs, so I'd rather beat 100 Thieves. Um, and I think that match as well is going to be a good test for us. Like sometimes they can heat up in big moments, and so can we. So are we able to like put some of our bad rounds aside, keep pushing forward, don't let Asuna get hot. Um, and yeah, it's gonna be kind of interesting playing playoffs. We're already in champions, so these teams like really need to win, and for us, we're just kind of chilling. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see that difference when we play on stage.
I don't know how the team's going to prepare because I'm chilling. I am champs right now. I just need to do what I
Exactly.
want. Even people ask, okay, it's playoffs. Is this the real moment for PCT Americas? So people are wondering if Leaf is going to play. Do you know anything about it? If Leaf is ready or?
He's still not ready. Like it's been a bit complicated, and I can't talk like too much about it. But we were expecting him to come back like versus Furia, but then things got hard again and complicated, and he still needs time. So it's not something that we have an answer for, unfortunately. We all want Leaf back. You know, even Baby Bay wants Leaf to come back, but it's something that is more serious. So just please like pray for him, like have him in your thoughts, and hopefully he can make a return for champs.
Yeah, we hope so. But I am not. I really like to see Baby Bay on champs, and I just think it's gonna be the most funny thing to see Baby Bay on champs. So.
I mean,
Uh,
he's just Caster playing on champs, and he's gonna drop like 30 kills. It's just
yeah. Well, I have another question about the future of G2 because this week also happened that G2 already qualified for the basically 2026. So the next season we are going to see G2 100%. So how do you feel about this being this moment right now, knowing that my team is already in champs and my team is already in the next season of VCT?
It feels very good. I mean, even bigger than champions for us because our number one goal this year was to play in 2026. We have a special lineup. We have a special organization. We want to try to continue it as long as possible. So once we discovered that we made it next year, it was like a really big celebration in our hearts because at the start of the year, we said, guys, this is our number one goal. And we did it. So it's like, check mark for that. And now we just focus on champions. And luckily, we focus on 2026 as well. I've been enjoying my time here on G2, playing with my teammates. So hopefully we continue to stick together and I continue to be a G2 player. I don't have any plans on, leaving, or I don't have any plans on being traded. Like I want to play here, and I'm glad that I could, or not. I'm glad that we could, come up together and secure that for next year. So it's very special to me.
When I look back at the 2023 season of the guard winning Ascension, and they post on Twitter, no, the guard is not ascending because the organization is leaving esports. And I want you to know and compare how did you feel about that moment and the moment right now of by myself and my team just stayed one season more in VCT.
Yeah, so the feeling back then was a bit hopeless, it's not in your control. We did everything we can. We won Ascension. We did everything we can to try to play VCT, and it almost got taken away from us. So like it felt hopeless. I felt very honestly scared, I didn't know if I was going to play. Or with my teammates at least. I was confident that maybe some teams will want to play with me, pick me up if we didn't make it, but I wanted to play with Trent and Jonah, and all the teammates we had. So um, that was a bit like a scary moment. Now it's complete different. Everything was in our control. We built it from basically zero. We had no wins. We got all the wins we needed to make it here, and I'm very proud of the guys for that. And I hope that G2 is also proud of us because I know they wanted this really bad too. So it was a big win for everybody.
Yeah, win for your team, win for the org, win for everyone. And right now, let's move to another topic. Let's move to champs because right now G2 is already in champs. And the a question for you is: which teams or Americas do you think that are going to qualify for champs? They are going to be alongside Sentinels and G2 in for those places in VCT Americas.
Um, yeah, we made a video on this with G2, and I said I said Crew and NRG, but I think NRG is still gonna make it, especially because they have the upper bracket bye. But something I feel like Crew is kind of like on the downhill a little bit. I think they started off really hot. Dante was playing insane. They all looked like they were meshing well, but something went off, and I'm hopeful that they can make it through lowers. I like the guys on Crew, but they need to fix it fast because they only have one life now. They start in lower bracket. So I'm gonna lock in G2 Sen NRG. The last one I want to say, like, if Crew can step up and fix it, I think they'll make it still. If not, then I think the last spot is gonna go to like maybe MIBR, like through points, because I
Oh,
think us and Sentinels are gonna make it to grand finals. And so yeah, maybe MIBR. I don't know how it works. Maybe
well,
MIBR, maybe
I
Crew.
think the only way that MIPR qualifies is that G2 Sen reaches grand final and Lev reaches third or fourth. That's the only way. That's the only way. No, there's no other way. So
Okay.
if you want
Honestly,
to see Aspas, need to see reach the grand final
yeah,
again.
NRG. I think I think actually Lev beat Crew, so I'm gonna go NRG and Lev then. I
So
think we'll
G2 Energy and Lev and
yeah, and Sen.
Sentinels for representing America as a champion this year. At least what your prediction. No, other regions. Which team are you trying to face in champs? Because right now the already qualified teams are Fnatic, are T1, T1, Paper Rex, and Rex Recom King. That's the teams that are qualified right now. So, do you want to face another team that has not qualified yet in champs?
Uh, I haven't got to play against DRX yet, and I always like the players on DRX, so I hope they make it and can play them. I know it's between them or
Talon.
Talon for the spot, so that'd be cool to play against DRX. Um, Familiar face is T1. It feels like internally we want to get that chance again to beat them because of them beating us in Bangkok. So naturally we want to get a rematch there. So I would say DRX T1 and maybe from Europe like Liquid. They look really good. I want to test. I want to see how it feels to play against Liquid again. Last time we beat them, I think 2-0. Um, and I think they look better now. So I would want to see how Liquid is.
No Fnatic. Ah, that's curious. I mean, Fnatic.
Not no Fnatic for now. No Fnatic
No Fnatic. Okay.
no Fnatic for now.
Well, um, before finishing this interview, I have two last questions. First, what do you have to say to the fans of G2 that even though the roster is not fully complete, they are looking very strong. They we're almost 2 rounds away from being for being the group 5-0. So what can you say to the fans of G2 that not looking at G2 right now is well they are not in the first seat anymore. It's weird looking at that, but Uh,
Yeah.
what do you have to say for them?
Yeah. I mean, to all the fans of G2, I am thankful for you guys, and I see your support online, supporting Baby Bay, supporting the team in a rough moment. Losing Leaf was really hard for us, and I'm really happy to see that maybe we have some new fans too because of Baby Bay being a funny guy and being a part of the team. It seems like we've gained more audience as well. So to everyone new and to all the long supporters, thank you so much. Regardless of region, our supporters in Europe, LATAM, NA, everyone, we thank you so much. Um, and I'm glad that we made playoffs for you guys because now we're gonna go win it again. We're trying to get three. We're trying to get three. So hopefully we can lift the third one for you guys.
Well, and last question for finishing the interview is they have did you mention Latin fans? Do you have something in Spanish to say to your fans from Latam?
Muchas gracias por mis fans de Latam. Te quiero mucho. Y vamos, weón.
Oh, oh, compran el bundle de G2. Buy the G2 bundle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, G2.
Well, that will be everything. Valyn, thank you so much for the interview, and good luck in reaching that grand final again. I mean, if we want to see crew champs again,
Yes,
they
sir.
need that the G2 reach grand finals again.
Okay. Done. Easy.
Okay. Well, thank you so
All right.
much, Liv, and good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.